Hey everyone, and welcome to another installment of Tom's World. Today we are once again in far northeast Philadelphia. Where I'm standing right now is Red Lion Road. Well, actually one of the Red Lion Roads. Anybody from the area knows we seem to have multiple Red Lion Roads, but this one is the one that comes off of Frankfurt Ave. And this is the bridge on the Red Lion Road that's one way going towards Frankfurt Ave. This is not the main attraction of what I wanted to show you, but I figured we'd stop here first because this is pretty old and I think that's neat. So let's check out that date plate. Okay, so here's the date plate for this bridge, and it looks like it was made in 1845. It says Philadelphia and Bucks County Bridge. But where we're going to be going is down this road here, and it's a little bit of a walk. But that will give me time to explain where we're going and tell you a little bit of the story. I don't know a whole lot of it, as there isn't much to see online. I mean, the person that this burial yard that we're going to, or what's left of it, the person that this is named after, there is plenty of history to find out about him online. However, I didn't want to go into a whole lengthy history of just one person. So once we get there, or as we get there I should say, I'll tell you about who he is and when this burial yard, as it's called, goes back to. And it's been here a long time. So the burial yard that we're going down to is named after the man that actually used to own the land all around here. He owned about 500 acres of land, which he bought from William Penn, just to show you how far back this land goes. Now, of course, it's all residential houses now, but the burial yard has the date of 1683 on it. So that's quite a long time ago. And the interesting thing that I found in doing my research about John Hart is, and I want to turn the camera this way so we're not getting too much of the people's houses, but the very interesting thing that I found out about John Hart is he and some friends would meet on a regular basis, and they were all Quakers, and it was a Quaker meeting house of sorts, like a temporary one. That man, along with others, went on to make a log cabin, which is now where the Byberry Friends Quaker Meeting House is. Now, I did a video about that well over a year ago, and I had a friend of mine help me out with the narration just to make it a little more professional, and I'll put a link to that in the description so you can check that out. It was like the first documentary style video I've ever done, and I think it's pretty cool. And so here we are. It wasn't actually that long of a walk. On Google Maps it looked like a lot further than it was. But John Hart Burial Yard, 1683. Department of Public Property. That's important to note, because I do know somebody tried to go up here at one point and they were chased off by somebody saying this is their property and get off. So I'm going to chance fate. And I'm not trespassing, as you saw that. Public property. I just can't go any further than this because then we got people's houses. But this right here is part of the burial yard. And it's said that Benjamin Rush's family was actually buried here. So that's another tie-in to other videos of mine, which a lot of my videos seem to be tying together. But just think about this. This land right here, this little tiny piece of land, has gone untouched all these years, all these centuries. Now, granted, you could see houses in the background and it's been built up over time, but that little piece of it is still there in recognition of John Hart. Now, I know long ago all this area was all farmland, and the area we're in would be in John Hart's property. It's just so weird to think that long ago there was somebody living here. And you'd never know it. If this sign wasn't here, and if there wasn't stuff online to read, you'd never know anything about this. You just pass it by thinking it's another wooded area. So I just had the opportunity to talk to one of the local guys here, and nicest guy. He was very cool. He was giving me some information of people I might be able to talk to. And as I was talking to him, I looked down, I noticed, I'm guessing these are crocuses. Sorry for the movement of the camera there. And I don't think they grow wild. I'm pretty sure they're crocus. There's some growing over that way too. You can see them off in the distance. But yeah, that guy was very nice. He was very informative, and he turned me on to somebody else in the area that would know a lot more history about all this stuff, and he lives right around here. So I might pop by there one day, and maybe I can get a nice little interview with him, or at the very least he could give me some information that I can convey in a video. But yeah, there's really not much left to that burial yard, and you know, one has to think it must have been a lot bigger than that at one point. And if these houses were built on top of what was the burial ground, their houses are probably on top of bodies, because what are you going to move after a couple hundred years? You know, I mean, you'd think there wouldn't be much left to move, and if there was bones, that they'd be brittle enough they'd just fall apart. But then again, maybe not. But that's kind of creepy. But I do love all this history. I love this whole area where I've grown up. I'm finding out so much about it, and it's not only due to my own research. A lot of it is thanks to all of you who watch my videos and who comment and give me the history that I don't know, and it's all very much appreciated. So if anybody has additional information about that burial yard, please do put them in the comments. Please let me know, and maybe I can delve further into this in the future. But I definitely wanted to get here. I was told about this about a week ago, and I've been itching to get here ever since. But I did start back at work, so that kind of hindered me from doing videos. Yesterday I was off, but it was like super windy out, and there was no way that you'd be able to hear anything I said. So now I'm just going to continue to walk down this road, get back to Frankfurt Ave, get to my car. I have some stops I have to make before I get home, and then I have to edit this video and try to get it up as quick as possible, because it's been a little while. Once again, I did my live feed last week, but that's not the same as video. And I hope that you have all enjoyed seeing this little tidbit of history. And this is, I would say, outside of the meeting house area, which is connected to this, as I said, this is probably one of the older history things I've done, even though I didn't go into a great deal of detail. But there's not much to see for me to go into detail about. And yeah, anyway, if this is your first time here, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Once you do that, hit the notification button. I can talk, I swear I can. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you'll be sure to be notified when I upload new videos. And if you could do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up. You'll find that right underneath the video there. It's the thing that looks like a thumbs up. All you gotta do is click it, and that helps me out greatly with the YouTube algorithm and getting my video out there to more people. And I guess that's it. The only other one bit of information that I have about my channel is I am seriously thinking of making a merchandise shop where people can purchase t-shirts, hats, mugs, things like that with my logo on it. So just let me know what you think about that. And in the meantime, I mean, I'm gonna make it one way or another and see how it goes. But yeah, I guess now that's it. So I am gonna get out of here. I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care.